The Free State. The simple name of the South African judicial and agricultural jewel conjures up images of sprawling plains stretching across majestic mountains, perfectly positioned in the center of the Republic. A province of heritage, a province of opportunity. The Free State has a unique combination of climate, biodiversity, mining and agricultural wealth, making it both a tourist gem and an investor's dream. A province of hope. The Free State has boldly invested in its future, and more specifically, its youth, with hundreds of its students pursuing degrees in various disciplines at universities around the world, all in an effort to equip the province with individuals with vital skills and experience. The Free State is renowned for its state-of-the-art healthcare facilities that boast some of the best professionals in the various medical services in the country. The Free State province is one of the safest provinces with low rates of crime, and its enforcement agencies have earned the acknowledgement and recognition in the land. The Free State provincial government's integrated sustainable human settlements lead the way in providing comfortable and decent housing to its citizens. There shall be houses and security and comfort for all. The Free State is endowed with rich heritage, which forms the basis for tourism routes, which have become a tapestry for culture, leisure, and development. We are blessed with a plethora of state-owned and private resorts and accommodation that will soothe the spirit of any traveler under our open sky. This open sky country is divided into the lion, the flamingo, the cheetah, the eagle, and the springbok route. Set in the northern part of the Free State, on the shores of the monstrous Vaal River, the lion route stretches from Dennisville, Sasolburg, Parys, Vredefort, and Kroonstad, and it asserts itself as proud and a shining light, just like the symbol, the lion. The giant chemicals and synthetic fuel company Sasol is found in Sasolburg, which develops and commercializes technologies and builds and operates world-class facilities to produce a range of high-value product streams, including chemicals and low-carbon electricity. The Flamingo Route. The route itself stretches along an area of the Free State that has long been associated with gold mining. Also on the route is the Phakisa Motor Racing Circuit. From 1999 to 2004, the facility hosted the South African Motorcycle Grand Prix of MotoGP Championship. It has a capacity of 60,000 spectators and opened in 1999. With collaboration from the private sector and the Free State provincial government, this Goldfields region has become a hub of jewelry manufacturing, with the Harmony Gold and Rand Refinery selling directly to jewelry manufacturers. The Cheetah Route. The Cheetah Route is home to the capital of the province, Mangaung, and its only metro. The area boasts modern 21st century infrastructure like the Bram Fisher International Airport and a massive spread of commercial and industrial properties on the N8 corridor. This includes the recently refurbished Botshabelo Industrial Park as a part of the Industrial Policy Action Plan aimed at promoting industrialization and enhancing manufacturing capacity to increase the production of exportable goods. The Eagle Route. The Eagle Route is a treat for the senses, with beautiful vistas and scenery along its path. A tourist haven with a plethora of outdoor activities for any traveler. As the saying goes, God must have been in a pleasing mood when He created this part of the world, the jewel of South African tourism.
This factory is going to be employing 700 more people from November next month until December. We'll be employing about 700 people. This is due to the program that we embarked upon as Department of Trade and Industry to revitalize industrial parks, because industrial parks are where our people are, and that is where you find highest levels of unemployment. So what we are doing as the Department of Trade and Industry is to ensure that there is proper security, there is proper infrastructure, so that we can be able to attract businesses into these industrial parks. And then if we have high rate of occupancy, then you will have a high rate of employment, people employed in these industrial parks.
Here we also find a living ode to the indigenous people of the Free State, the Basotho, with the living ode that is the Basotho Cultural Village, which is the only live Basotho museum in the country, showcasing the lifestyle and culture of the people from the 18th century. This is also a route of true innovation, having launched the groundbreaking Maluti Apofung Special Economic Zone in Harrismith. The zone is a critical tool for foreign direct investment as well as vital job creation, providing unique opportunities for manufacturers and investors, all the way from lower corporate tax within the zone to a special customs area for imports and exports. The Springbok Route. The Springbok Route makes up the southernmost part of the province, and its most iconic landmark is the Gariep Dam. The Gariep Dam is South Africa's largest dam, bordering 3 provinces, and hosts the only operational state-managed fish hatchery that provides cutting-edge research and development of indigenous fish species and breeding stock. The Free State has always been predominantly an agricultural mining province, living with the reality that just like a seed that you put into your land, what you put into your people, you will reap out. But with the Free State being the heartbeat of South Africa, it can also boast a highly developed road and rail infrastructure ready to deliver people and goods locally and abroad. The Free State also produces world-class machinery and equipment at a competitive level and services export markets in Africa, Latin America, and North America with potential to grow even further. In the words of Nelson Mandela, with its flat, dusty landscape as far as the eye can see, the great blue ceiling above, that stretches of mealie fields, shrubs, and bushes, the Free State landscape gladdens my heart no matter my mood. When I am there, I feel that nothing can shut me in, that my thoughts can roam as far and as wide as the horizon. The Free State, a province of hope, a province of heritage, a province of opportunity, a province that is ready for business.
Ladies and gentlemen, business leaders, government representatives, welcome to this Free State Province Trade and Investment Opportunities Showcase at the Dubai Expo 2020. The Free State Province is located at the heart of the Republic of South Africa. It covers an area of about 129,000 square kilometers with a population of about 2.8 million people. The purpose of this session is to present to you investment opportunities that are available in the Free State, and also to make our case why you should invest in the province. Today we have 3 speakers who are going to be taking you through all these aspects. The first speaker being the member of the Executive Council for the Department of Economic, Small Business Development, Tourism and Environmental Affairs, which is the provincial department tasked with trade and investment promotion, Mr. Makalo Mohale, who will be just giving you the context and the global picture of what the Free State is all about and what opportunities are available at a high level. And then he will be followed by Mr. Thabo Lebelo, who's the CEO of one of our development agencies, Free State Development Corporation, who will deal specifically with investment value proposition of the Free State, that is dealing specifically with trade and investment opportunities. As you would know, ladies and gentlemen, most of the provinces in the Republic of South Africa have what we call special economic zones, which are intended to drive industrialization. And these special economic zones have specific incentives that can be availed to potential investors. And Ms. Mpom Gemane, who's the CEO of our special economic zone, which is located in the eastern part of the province of the Free State in the Republic of South Africa, will take you through what opportunities are available in the specific in the special economic zones and what is available for investors there. And finally, the CEO of our tourism promotion and marketing agency, Mr. Kenneth Chabe, will take us through what opportunities exist within the tourism sector in the province of the Free State. It is my hope that you will be able to be with us, and we will be available on the relevant platforms or available platforms to answer your questions and take your comments, and we will be responding. At this moment, I want to hand over to our first speaker, Mr. Makalo Mohale, who's, as I indicated, the member of the Executive Council responsible for economic development, just to take you through why should you invest in the Free State and provide a global perspective from the point of view of the provincial government. Over to you, MSC Mohale.
Good afternoon. My name is Thabo Lebelo, the CEO of the Free State Development Corporation. I'm presenting to you from the perspective of the FDC to the Dubai Expo 2020. Let me dive straight into the presentation. I shall present the map of the Free State Province in the context of South Africa, the various districts that makes up the province, the economic performance of the province, investment opportunities within the province, a little bit about the special economic zone up in Harrismith, our industrial parks, investment projects, incentives, and investment legislation and regulation within South Africa. As you can see, the province is right in the middle of the country, connected by major arterial routes. It borders 7 of the 9 provinces of South Africa. If I can just move on to the next slide. And the province is made up of 5 districts, starting at the top with Fezile-Dabi district, with major towns being Sasol, Sasolburg and Parys, together with Kroonstad. And the Thabo Mofokeng on the east, with Bethlehem, Harrismith, and Clarence as the major towns. And on the west side, we've got Lejwe-Leputswa district, with Bloemhof and Welkom as major towns. And in the middle, we've got Motheo district, with Ladybrand and Bloemfontein as major towns. And then we've got lastly at the bottom, the Harib district, with Smithfield as a major town. On district economic performance, let me start with the district of Fezile-Dabi up at the top. The population of that district is around 531,000 people. The share of the provincial GDP as of 2020 was about 22%. The major sectors within that district are manufacturing and oil. This is where Sasol is situated, that at 26%, and there's also mining within that district. It contributes about 19% of the provincial GDP, and then the government at 14%. And opportunities within that province, I beg your pardon, within that district, plastics, pharmaceuticals, steel fabrication, consulting, engineering services, tourism, and real estate. Let me now move on to the west of the province, the district of Lejwe-Leputswa. Population is around 636,000 people. The share of the provincial GDP at about 17%. The key sectors within the district are mining at 42%, government at 15%, finance at 11%. The opportunities within the districts are agro-processing. You'll see agro-processing come through because the province is really the producer of primary products. So there's opportunity to process a lot of those primary products that are planted within this province. And then consulting, engineering services, manufacturing, also opportunity for renewable energy, solar, tourism, and real estate. And if I move over to the west, to the east at Thabo Mofokeng, population is around 42,000 people. Share of provincial GDP around 18%. The sectors there, community services, that is government at 32%, trade and finance at 16%, agriculture 13%. Opportunities, manufacturing and trade, that is Maluti Apofung SEZ up in Harrismith. Again, agro-processing, as I mentioned earlier, is a big opportunity within this province. Transport and logistics, ecotourism. We've got an ecotourism hub in Maluti Mountains and the Golden Gate area and Drakensberg. So there's huge opportunities there for tourism. And let me come to the center of the province, that is Motheo. This is where the metro is, Mangaung Metro. Population is about 869,000 people. You'll see that the share of the GDP of the province at 41%. This is where a lot happens within this province. The government contributes about 35% of the GDP of the province, and finance 22%, trade around 16%. The opportunities within Motheo or Bloemfontein Metro are also, again, as I said, agro-processing, very key, real estate, tourism, and hospitality, industrial and commercial properties, transport, communications, and logistics, consulting, engineering services, business process services as well. And the last a district within the province that is a smaller one, which is a Harib district. Population is only 122,000 people. Share of the provincial GDP only at 3.43%. The sectors that are performing there is government is at 32%, agriculture at 19%, trade at 12%. Now, this is a very hot district within the province. There's opportunity for renewable energy, solar generation, also again agro-processing and ecotourism. So that is a summary of the performance of the district and also where the opportunities lie within the province, district-wise. Just quickly, if I could just go through where the opportunities are. In agriculture, as I said, agriculture is, we farm mostly primary products which are mostly not beneficiated and exported out the province, and they come back processed at a very high cost, or not only outside the province but also internationally. There's opportunity to value add and process those base products such that we do a bit of agro-processing to produce beverages, downstream wool production, freshwater aquaculture, food processing, furniture, and also processing the oil seeds. Those are the opportunities within agriculture. And then within the green economy, solar, hydro, and biofuels, and there's opportunity for solar photovoltaic and concentrated solar power manufacturing, solar panels manufacturing, solar water heaters manufacturing, and biofuels up in Botterville. In manufacturing, as I said, there's also opportunities in electrotechnical, chemicals, plastic fabrication, pharmaceuticals, textiles, clothing, leather, and footwear. Now, within electrotechnical, there's opportunity for mobile application development, smart metering, and set-top boxes, particularly as South Africa is migrating from analog to digital in terms of television. So there's opportunity for manufacturing of set-top boxes. Under chemicals, plastics, fabrication, pharmaceuticals, opportunity for plastic products, active pharmaceutical ingredients, and biological medicines. Textile, clothing, leather, and footwear, African design, leather, and footwear are the opportunities within that sector. Mining, we find these different types of minerals within the Free State: coal, diamond, gold, granite, gypsum, limestone, salt, and sandstone. So there's big opportunities to mine and, in certain instances, beneficiate some of these products. Transport and logistics, there's 3 airports in the Free State. There's a Tempe Airport, there's one in Welkom, and then there's one here in Bloemfontein. There's opportunities around these airports which currently are not used to their full capacity. In fact, Tempe and Welkom are hardly ever utilized. So there's opportunity for logistics centered around a cargo hub within those provinces. Also storage and warehousing as complementary businesses to transport the logistics within the Free State. Let me just quickly talk to you about the FDC's industrial parks. There's opportunity to rent factory space at the Free State Development Corporation. We've got parks in Botshabelo and Putadichaba. We offer a wide range of spacious and affordable rental office space and for businesses. We rent space range from massive standalone industrial buildings, office blocks, shopping centers, and loose single-tenanted commercial buildings. If I can just quickly dwell into the industrial buildings, the portfolio consists of industrial buildings, mainly standalone industrial type buildings designed for manufacturing and warehouse purposes. We've got large factories, which are more than 5,000 square meters in size. They consist mainly of standard custom-built factories used for manufacturing, service industries, and warehousing. And then we've got smaller ones that are under 300 square meters in size. These are standard units designed for incubators and startups, and also for service industries. We also have warehouses, factory shops, wholesalers, and retailers, and a big portfolio of vacant land that's ready to be developed. What incentives do we offer? There are some incentives in terms of rental holidays for up to 6 months. Also, to redress the imbalance of the past, there is a policy of black empowerment where we've got PDIs, or previously historically disadvantaged people, to come into our factories. So we give them about 10% discount on normal rental rates, and we offer additional 2% for women-owned businesses where women have the majority shareholding within that tenancy. We also offer additional 2% for businesses qualifying as youth-owned entities with more than 50% shareholding belonging to people below the age of 35. We also offer 2% additional incentives or discount for businesses with more than 25% shareholding belonging to disabled people. We also offer concessions which may be granted to any business entity. And for community-based projects, we qualify for small industries with 50% rental holiday for the first year. And we also structure rental holidays depending on the need. And if I could just quickly talk to you about the overall government of South Africa incentives for foreign investment. We've got a scheme of agro-processing scheme. We've got aquaculture development enhancement program, business process services scheme, capital feasibility program where some money is afforded to people who need to do feasibility studies for various programs, critical infrastructure programs, enterprise investment programs, export marketing and investment assistance, foreign investment grant, global services incentives, gold financing schemes, manufacturing investment program, and various tax allowances depending on where the investment is made. And I think all of this can be looked up into the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition's website as to what is involved within these incentives as the lead or the custodian of these various incentives. As far as legislation is concerned, there is a Protection of Investment Act 22 of 2015. In terms of that act, a foreign investor may, in respect of his investment, repatriate funds subject obviously to taxation and any other applicable legislation. So there's free movement of money and for the investor to realize and repatriate their investment in and out of South Africa, obviously subject to taxation and those applicable legislation. But also in terms of our constitution, South Africa has a right to regulate, like any country in the world. Now, in terms of that right to regulate, the government or any state institution can have policies that will redress historical, social and economic inequalities of the past. So the government can introduce policies that do that, and also the right to uphold the rights guaranteed within the South African Constitution. As you may know, that it is the best and progressive constitution in the world, and also promoting and preserving cultural heritage and practices, indigenous knowledge and biological resources related thereto or natural heritage. And also in terms of that act, the right to regulate, also fostering economic development, industrialization and beneficiation, achievement of progressive realization of socio-economic rights, or protecting the environment and the conservation and sustainable use of natural resources. And as I said, the government or any state organ may take measures that are necessary for the fulfillment of the Republic's obligation in regard to maintenance, compliance, or restoration of international peace and security, or the protection of the security interests, including the financial stability of the Republic. That will be all. I think I will leave it at that point. My colleagues will take forward from here. Thank you very much for your attention and for listening to me. Thank you.
Good day. My name is Kennedy Chabe, Chief Executive Officer, Free State Gambling League and Tourism Authority. We are, amongst others, the destination marketing agency of the province. Our role is to make sure that we take Destination Free State to the world and bring the world to Destination Free State. In the Free State, you can free your mind and soul in our province. Explore the experiences of the Big Five tourism routes, experience the place of the cheetahs, Mangaung, capital city of the Free State, soar through the Eagle Route, known as the jewel of the province due to its scenic beauty, rich history and heritage, leisure and adventure tourism activities. Explore the Flamingo Route, where gold was first discovered and where you can experience the historical, political and cultural sites. The Lion Route is where you can experience wide water rafting and other adrenaline adventure tourism activities. Continue with the adventure tourism activities and breathtaking 4x4 and quad bike trails by visiting the Springbok Route. Now, as I said, we'll take you through the different routes that we use in the Free State to promote and market Destination Free State. First up is the Cheetah Route, centered and anchored around Mangaung, the capital city of the Free State. Located in this route, enjoy panoramic views of the capital city on Naval Hill, named after the British naval guns, which was positioned on the mountain during the Anglo-Boer War. visit the highest court in the land in South Africa, the Appeal Court, and now take a selfie at the National Women's Memorial Museum. 36.5 million high sandstone statues of two Sombra women holding a dying child honors all the women and children who lost their lives in the British concentration camps during the Anglo-Boer War. Discover amazing African wildlife, including the zebra, blesbok, springbok, giraffe, blue wildebeest, and abundant bird life at the Franklin Game Reserve. Now, the Eagle Route. Get close to the nature by walking the numerous hiking trails along this route. Sporekrans, Holhoek, Tappelkop, Letsopa, Kamelkop, Bosmanskrans, Sentinel, Masamani, Korani hiking trails. Engage with traditional healers and sangomas at the Nkukumuhi Cave, Vetsisuk Cave, Motouling Ancestral Cave. Enjoy 32 kilometers of rough terrain, crossing rocks, mud, river crossings, sandstone at the Rebelli 4x4 trail. For the golf enthusiasts like me, tee off at the Clarence Golf Course. All 18 holes meander along and across the tranquil river and its splendid series of dams, cascading waterfalls, and interact with the local people and experience the Basotho culture at the Basotho Cultural Village. Now Clarence, known as the jewel of the Free State, rich in beauty, tranquility, laid out in the foothills of the Maruti Mountains, Clarence is surrounded by the spectacular sandstone rock formations, and the town has many sandstone buildings. Going on to the Flamingo route, you can learn about the history of the gold mining in South Africa by visiting the Velcom and Gold Museums. Motor racing enthusiasts can enjoy and attend events at the 4.2-kilometer oval track, the Pakisa Raceway. The small town of Brantford is home to Winnie Mandela's house when she was banished during the apartheid era. Brantford was also home to the Vice Admiral Weston, home of the first aeroplane ever built in Africa and now a museum. Visit the grave sites and reminisce about the great battles that define South African history at the Hoya Reigns, Skanskroll, and the Domkral battlefield. Now moving on to the Lion Route, where you can experience real biodiversity at the Vredefort Dome, a World Heritage Site with over 100 different plant species, more than 300 types of birds, over 70 butterfly species, and a variety of small mammals. Experience tranquility and peace of mind at the Cariblair River Retreat, a bird sanctuary with breathtaking views. If it's water sport activities you like and you enjoy, of course you can visit the Anchor Creek Marina. Power and water boat rides, skiing, waterboarding, and tubing motorcycles. Enthusiasts can also visit the Denisville Bike Museum, displaying some of the most unique historical motorcycles to be found anywhere in the world. Now lastly, the Springbok route, where you can find art and culture enthusiasts can visit the Springbok route and be spoiled for choice along this route. Transgarib Dam Cultural History Museum, Yopace, a permanent exhibition of 25 contemporary paintings based on biblical books. Adolfo McKee Art Museum, Kismet Studio, antiques and pivot art treasures can be found there. The Fresh Art Paint Museum is also found there. Hiking trails, Asfolberg, Champagne walking trails. Historic and political sites on this route include the following: Jacobsdal Dutch Reformed Church, a historical hospital during the Anglo-Boer War, Open Air Museum, First World War Museum, Garib Dam, a holiday resort servicing the largest inland expanse of water in South Africa. Local guides offer tours of the Garib Dam wall through passages and down to the bedrock. Look off, you can find the merino sheep farming is the primary farming activity in this low-lying village. Established on the farm Kofikale and named after the Dutch Reform Ministry, Reverend H.J. Lukhoff in 1892. Now that we have told you about Destination Free State, what to expect when you come and visit our province, let's also talk to you about tourism investment opportunities in our province. The Free State government has prioritized development projects to boost the economy of the province. These projects present the opportunities for private investors, and I'll come to the specific investments. In 2019, the Free State GDP was estimated at 251 billion, contributing 5.14% to South Africa's GDP. Between 2009 and 2019, the province reached an average annual growth of 1.2%. Now, the tourism impact of those stats is as follows. 1.1 million foreign tourists visited the Free State in 2019. With that, we have made and found about 3.5 million domestic trips were made in 2019. So that is the context on which the investment opportunities will be centered. Now, let's go to investment opportunities. The first one is the Dinosaur Interpretation Center, Educational and Scenic Paleontology Center location. The Golden Gate National Park, strategically located along the N3 and N5 national routes, located along the Eagle Route, which is close to the Drakensberg Mountains. Secondly, the Free State ICC. The hotel creates an opportunity for hotel and convention center in Mangaung, strategically located along the N8 corridor, located along the Cheetah Route, which is close to the airport, hotels, government buildings, and this is an opportunity for public and private partnership on the investment side. Now, thirdly, it's the Revolving Restaurant, located on the 26th floor of the Fidel Castro building, located in Mangaung, along the Cheetah Route, which is close to the airport, hotels, government buildings, and also presents an opportunity for a private-public partnership on investment. Now, last but not least, as you have heard, when we spoke about the Flamingo Route, we spoke about the Pakisa Freeway. This is a 4.2-kilometer track that is owned, operated, and managed by government. This track has a long history, a rich history of hosting international events, motorsport events as it were. However, this track requires huge investment so that as a province we can really get true value out of that asset. And we're making a call to everybody watching and all the interested investors to handhold with us and make sure that we can turn Pakisa around to its former glory. It needs a lot of investment, and we're making a call here to say these are opportunities that are available for partnership and investment in the Free State. And with that, we thank you very much for watching, and we hope to see you in the Free State, both as tourists and investors alike. Thank you.
My name is Mpho Nkemani. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Special Economic Zone in the Free State, South Africa. I will be providing you with the offerings of the Special Economic Zone. In terms of the outline, I will be speaking to the special economic context within, obviously, the global context, where we are located and what we offer, our objectives, the sectors that we offer, and why invest in Maluja Pofin Special Economic Zone in the Free State. I think that is more important. The value proposition, the operating investors, which are current investors that are already operating within the zone, and the investment pipeline that we have. Special economic zones context. Internationally, the special economic zones act as a catalyst for economic activities. They accelerate growth where manufacturing and commercial activities are promoted and conducted on preferential taxation terms supported by good infrastructure development. This talks to accelerated development in increasing stock of direct and indirect investment, increase value-added exports, creation of jobs, as well as skills development, and lastly, regional diversification. As part of South Africa's recovery plan, the SEZs are utilized to reignite manufacturing-led industrialization in an accelerated manner. The SEZ program is relatively new in South Africa, which has commenced in 2014, but it has and continues to attract a significant number and value of investments in various regions. The pictorial that we are showcasing at this moment reflects the aerial view of the SEZ in the province. This is how the aerial pictorial looks like. About us, who are we? The Special Economic Zone, which is Maluti Apofong in the Free State, was designated in 2016 as a Special Economic Zone. We were designated on a 10 and 38 hectares of land that provides various sectors. We were licensed in 2017 to start operating as the Special Economic Zone. In terms of where we are situated, we are located in the eastern part of the Free State province in South Africa, which is well renowned for its agricultural activities, which are key to the development of the Special Economic Zone. In terms of the objectives, the main objective is to attract foreign and direct investment in accelerating exports and imports for economic growth and job creation. We also encourage beneficiation activities that promote value-added benefits, creating a prosperous trade city and functional trade ecosystem. The other objective is to stimulate social economic benefits for regional development by creating manufacturing activities, by creating jobs, and also by supporting the local businesses. We also establish manufacturing opportunities, and we create a regional and international trade environment. The last objective is to develop world-class infrastructure in support of targeted economic activities. In the main, these objectives are key to economic development within the region in terms of reigniting the manufacturing activities and reindustrialization of the region, so that we can create more jobs and have a positive impact on the socio-economic benefits. In terms of sectors that we offer agriculture and agro-processing sectors that can be set up within the zone. This talks to forestry and wood, dairy products, meats, vegetables, fruits, wool, hides, and hives that will reside within that ambit. Under pharmaceutical sector, we've got generic and cosmetics, natural remedies, medical accessories, lattice-based materials. Under general processing, the sector talks to light industries, assembling and fabrication of electrical garments and textiles. And under logistics, we are looking at warehousing facilities, distribution centers, as well as cross-docking facilities. We also have the automotive sector that talks to warehousing, vehicle distribution center, as well as first and second tier suppliers. And the last sector, but not limited to these sectors, is technology and research and development center. These are the sectors that the SEZ offers. Why invest in the Special Economic Zone in the Free State? These are the benefits of investing within the Special Economic Zone. The main incentive that we offer is the tax incentive. These tax incentives, it's a reduction in corporate tax, income tax from 28% to 15%. So when you are established in the zone, you will be eligible to a 15% income tax instead of 28%. We also have support for greenfield investment and research, innovation, and training incentives. The value-added tax and custom duty suspension in custom-controlled area. These incentives allows for tax and VAT relief for investors importing and exporting goods in and out of the zone. Employment tax incentive. Businesses operating within a SEZ are eligible to employee tax reductions subject to compliance of the employment tax incentive in South Africa. So if the more you employ people, especially the locals, you will be eligible to that tax incentive. And lastly, we've got the building allowance tax, which talks to the acceleration on your assets, on your building assets within the zone. So this information regarding the tax incentives can be accessed from the South African Revenue Services. So in the main, the tax incentive is the most a critical and most important incentive that we offer as a special economic zone. In terms of the value proposition of where we are located, earlier on we did mention that we are located along the N3 commercial road corridor. That is strategically a key route that leads to SADC countries as well as to the Durban port in terms of exports and imports. We are also allocated a space within the custom control area which determines goods imported into the SE zones are relieved from applicable import customs excise duties and economic restriction. Infrastructure and logistics network to support export and import-oriented growth is key to the SEZ development, and that is what we offer. Proximity to major agricultural productions areas of South Africa. Our location speaks to that. Where we are located, there is a lot of farming activities happening, which also is crucial to the development of the zone. The one-stop shop is established within the zone, which is ease of doing business in terms of issuing licenses and any other legislative documentation required to operate within the zone. It's easy access to road and rail infrastructure. That is what we pride us off in terms of imports and exports transportation inside to the zone. Operating investors, the pictorial depicts one of the investors that is manufacturing human hair, already established within the zone. The zone currently accommodates 46 tenants which are operational with an investment value of 5.1 billion. The newly attracted investors, we have attracted 4 investors from different countries to the tune of 1.25 billion, and they are operating within the various sectors. The one has established a pork abattoir. The number 1 hair industries has established a human hair manufacturing facility. Intabazwe Agri has established an agri-hub, agro-processing within the zone, and Cavalli Chemicals is a chemical blending facility which is being established. And all these investors has a footprint internationally. Our investment pipeline is constituted of a medley of local and international investors to the tune of 3.5 billion. These investors, once they are concluded, will also contribute to the socio-economic benefits of the region. I thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, business leaders, investors, we hope that you have been able to glean something from the presentations that have been issued, that have been delivered here at the Free State Province Trade and Investment Opportunities Showcase at the Dubai Expo 2020. We are very grateful, one, to be provided with this opportunity, but we are also grateful to the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition of the Republic of South Africa for having also organized and arranged this particular session for the province. We hope that we will be seeing more of you, we will be hearing from you in terms of you showing interest on what we have presented to you as investors or as potential partners as we try to grow the economy of this province, as we try to attract the much needed investments into our various areas, our industrial parks, our special economic zone, and also within our tourism sector. We hope and we want to be welcoming you soon to our province, and we will roll out the red carpet for you as investors. We will be sharing with you the contact details if there's more information that is needed, both of our development agency and of our special economic zone, so that you can then do follow-up engagement sessions with investment officers that are always available and will be waiting for your emails, for your calls, so that these partnerships can be taken forward. We thank you very much for this opportunity, and we also thank you for having made time to be here with us today. We thank you very much.